What's going on, guys? We're back out here working on the Ratalina project. As you can see, I've got the LS out of the engine bay again, doing a little bit of cleanup here, but most importantly, I'm actually doing a full rebuild on the 5.3 truck engine that I picked up. You'll see that in a later video. I'll kind of go into the details of why I opened it up and what I found and why I'm doing a full rebuild, which in turn will be pretty sweet. But today what I want to do, since I've got the engine at work in a warm shop where I can work on it, so I can't work on that today. What I want to do is, since I already was going to go with a carbureted engine, I mounted a auxiliary fuel pump for that. I'm going to remove that and install this piece, this Holley, and I got a 100 micron pre-filter too. I picked these up at a swap meet because budget build, and so I want to mount those today and kind of show you what I'm going to do for the fuel system for the Ratalina, for the LS. So follow along, here we go. Alright, so you guys can see here I have my Holley lower pressure electric auxiliary fuel pump. I installed that kind of crudely to run the 326 Pontiac carbureted engine that was in here originally. So we're going to remove that, and then we're going to install our Holley fuel injection higher pressure fuel pump, which actually fits beautifully in this frame. And I'm actually going to push it a little bit further. Right above here is the trunk pan where I'm going to have the fuel cell. So it's going to be gravity fed below the fuel cell, and then have some lines kind of come in with the filter here, and then keep running the AN fittings and the fuel line down the frame rail to the engine. So kind of going to be a quick little video here. Just going to remove this one and buzz some holes through the frame and mount this thing up. So here we go. Alright, so we got the fuel pump kind of mocked up. It's not in its final resting place. I'm going to clean up the frame and kind of clean up some of those holes too, and get some new hardware. I might mount some rubber in between. I hear these pumps are pretty quiet, but mounting it straight metal to metal on the frame might not be a good idea. So I'm going to pick up some rubber and go ahead and mount that, but I figured I'd show you guys kind of what we got going on here in the trunk. So here's the fuel cell, which all of this is still in a mock-up stage as well. These floors are not burned in yet. I just kind of bead rolled them. It's actually 2 pieces. You can see I just sheet metal screwed them together. The bead roller that I have, the throat's not deep enough to do the full panel as one, so I split it in half and did it that way. But here is the fuel cell, which is also not mounted or anything yet. I'm going to get some rubber there and mount this thing down too. This is also another swap meet find. This is brand new, but the guy that I bought it from was mocking it up in his car and ended up grinding off the tabs that mounted down. So I haven't decided whether I'm going to buzz that off and mount some of my own tabs, or if I'm going to just buy a strap or make a strap and strap it down that way. But either way, I want to raise it up a little bit to get the outlet right, and also stick some rubber in between there so that this thing is happy too. But I'm going to have outlet there. I'm going to plug that one off, rollover valve, and then return from the fuel rail there. So, and then I haven't decided yet about the fuel filler system, whether I just want to fill it in the trunk or if I want to get fancy and go ahead and modify and make it so that it comes through the fuel filler door right here, which would be pretty easy as well. But just kind of going through options here. The whole thing is I'm trying to get this car on the road, trying to get it done, not technically right away, because honestly, if I was going to try to build this thing 100% right away, it would be years, and I want to have fun with it while I work on it. So we're going to get it going, and then we're going to modify and add on as kind of we work on it. So that's kind of all I have for this today. I need to order some AN fittings and stuff like that to go to 8 AN. I have a lot of 6 AN stuff, and I think that's going to be fine because I'm not going to run a boosted engine or anything right away. So I'm just going to run the 6 AN lines and stuff like that right now. In the future, maybe I'll boost it, maybe I won't, I don't know. But I'm going to use what I have. But that being said, for the fuel system, I'm kind of done. I might tinker around a little bit with the interior because the whole goal is, it's warming up here in Minnesota, and in about a month I'll have a week off of work, and so I want to try to get the engine done at work, bring it here, and then make some motor mounts and burn those in, get the engine and trans married together, get them mounted in here, and fire this thing up. That'll be a pretty exciting day. I really want to have this thing on the road here early spring, basically as soon as the snow melts and they might even wash the streets or rain a few times. I'm gonna get it out there. So thanks for watching, guys. I might put in some interior stuff if I do anything interesting, but that stuff's kind of lame. So anyway, if you want to follow along and subscribe and maybe even comment what you kind of think of the project here, I'd appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Peace out.